people from the east getting driven to the west, right? I mean, that's part of the tag issues that we have right now, right? That's why a state like Colorado goes to a draw system after being over the counter for so long is, people will immediately say, well, it's the internet. It is, the information's there readily, but these people are losing their access to what they typically had from hunting. So they're going to look for other opportunities, right? Just like, we fortunately just got Sunday hunting legalized in Pennsylvania. It wasn't legal. You couldn't hunt on a Sunday, right? So what'd you do? You went to Ohio, or you went to Maryland, or you went somewhere else that you can hunt on Sunday. Well, now as these people are losing their footing there, I think you're seeing that push over, right? The information is readily available out there to do it. And I think that the state agencies have the same mindset, which is population control. They want to kill animals,
not resource management.
I do think it's a similar problem that you guys are experiencing, in that it's like technology is just making the world smaller. Like in the East, it's more so like, hey, these things are used to literally kill, to make you successful at hunting. And I guess you would say the same thing. It just looks different. Like to the West, if I were to point a finger at one thing, it's, maps. It's online mapping. And everything else on top, just the lifestyle change that happened with COVID, people working from home, having more free time, the ability, just vehicles and like how everything is structured, on top of, there is more content and learning resources and all these things for people to learn more quickly and very quickly make a very big area very small. And so you just see a lot of, pressure applied well, good hunters, going out and just putting a lot of pressure, and there's just only so many animals on the landscape. Yeah. And
yeah, because I think if you look at the numbers, like I don't know if you would see, like in the East, it's up in the air, right? Some agencies will tell you we're down 20% versus the 90s. Other ones will say, we're even or whatever. I don't think many would say they're up. They might be. But I think out here in the West, traditionally you would see hunter numbers increasing, right? And
for sure.
In traditionally lower hunter number states, now all of a sudden they're on the up and up. And even with the plethora of public land that's out there, right, it's a lot of herd-based animals, right? So they're either there or they're not. Mm-hmm. And, the tag allocations are there for a reason, but now look at even how regulated those are.
It's getting harder and harder.
Super hard to draw. So I think as you start to see that happen, now all of a sudden you got guys coming from the East who are displaced to try to hunt in the West. You've got guys in the West who now can't get drawn because there's more people coming from the East. And so this access thing, though slightly different, starts to really overtake the entire country, right? That starts to form a really bad thing for hunting in the long run.